Hey guys, I'm Don Kiker, and this is everything else. I wanted to touch on to a subject that I had actually brought up before, and it really comes down to the collective of the reasoning why I personally thrift and what I see happening out in the in thrift stores in general. Because I thrift a lot, and I'll do 5 or 6 a day if I can. Sometimes I deviate and I'm only going to do one or two because I'm tired or I'm working on a project or something else is going on. But I'm not going to be long-winded on that subject. But I see people, they have their smartphones, in their hands, and they are out and they're taking pictures, and they're getting that the Google Pixel thing, or the picture thing that it takes, and it tells you, it'll send you right to eBay, or it'll send you right to Etsy, or whatever it's doing. Now, these can be a useful tool if you use them correctly. Now, I'm gonna go into this really quick. If you're selling or buying or doing anything with eBay in general, the worst thing you can do, the absolute worst thing you can do, is get caught into this trap. And the trap is quite simple. They're asking for a specific something or whatever it is on eBay. And I'll touch into this, a little bit more. But the thing that happens, people get lost into the one column of the asking price. The asking price is not the getting price. You go down into your into your eBay account and look to where it says sold items. It'll be on your left. It'll be on your left-hand side. You scroll down and you'll see it sold. Click that. That is where you learn from. The stuff people will put $1,000 on something that it's only selling for maybe 100, and up and down the spectrum on that. Now, what you want to do is you have to learn the markets, and where I'm also going to go into my thought process is people watch shows like American Pickers, Pawn Stars, the the sheds, or what are those things? The sheds, storage wars. That's the one. But this is all designed for one thing: to entertain you. Some of the information is muddied, and it's really not true. They had specifically on American Pickers, and don't get me wrong, I love these shows for their entertainment value, and I like seeing the anticipation of people bringing something in, and come on, we all think that we have done a good job, or our family's done something, held something, passed it down from generation to generation, and then there's some people, it's like it ends up being worth nothing. there's a lot of heartbreak that happens with these things. It just gets very dangerous when you start applying these television shows, or even there's some people who actually do on YouTube. They have a channel, and it's like you this, that, and the other, and hey, I will say this: I am not an expert, but I have been thrifting a long time, and I've been selling on eBay. I had my first eBay account. I started, I think it was in 2002, with my old business partner, and I had to go take care of some business. So I'm just like, here, we were basically partners in this thing, and so he started doing that, and then I started this one here a few years ago, the one that I use on a daily basis. And I also don't use my eBay account or try and hype any of the things that I'm buying or I'm trying to sell. That's really not, I mean, every once in a while somebody will say, hey, what do you sell on eBay? That's not really what I'm not trying to do that. I'm really not. I'm trying to actually deter people from buying useless junk that's not going to serve you any purpose other than you thought that you saw something on television and you can make big money at it. These are just dangerous places to be, and I'm just trying to get people to really think about what you're doing. And don't get caught up into this madness to where you think you're holding on to something, and it's worth so much money, and you've got totes and totes in your storage unit. And I'll go down the storage unit thing again. Here in Florida, they have been popping up everywhere. And I see people's cars loaded down with junk, and you just look in, it's plushes, it's this, it's that, people are, in essence, it seems like people are in a desperate state to try and find out how to make any extra money. Please take a moment and think about what you're doing before you go out and fill up your shopping cart at Goodwill or wherever you're going. However you're going to do it, please take a moment and realize that the things on television and even on YouTube, these are all for entertainment purposes. You can learn some stuff as well, but please take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt. Because specifically with the major guys, American Pickers, and I love those guys. I think they're great, but they've been off the air for a while, for a few years now. They're not really relevant anymore. That information that they're giving you, it's very sketchy and dubious to be, I think I'll get this much money, or at the shop, they also are operating from a big platform, and thinking you're going to get something isn't getting it. But it's for entertainment. Please get that through your heads. Okay, I'm just trying to send out a little warning. Please be careful out there, guys. And American Pickers and all these other shows, and even Antiques Roadshow, which actually got me hooked years ago, and that came originally out of Britain. These are for entertainment. Just be careful, please. I can't stress this. Please be careful, or you'll end up paying on a storage unit full of junk, and it won't sell, and you'll be paying on it and paying on it and paying on it, and then that stuff ends up on somebody's show, Storage Wars. Okay, guys, if you like this, please like and subscribe. Hey, I'm just trying to help and give you a little insight on where my head is. This is another big reason why I do not buy everything. Damaged stuff will kill you. All right, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Off I go. I hope you enjoyed this thing. I am trying. All right. Off I go. Beep, beep.